Hello, today we're going to be looking at the upcoming few days of weather. So first, for today, we have a slight risk for severe weather for the mid-Atlantic, for portions of North Carolina and Virginia, and then surrounding regions as well as Florida have a marginal risk. This includes parts of South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, the Delmarva. We have a large general thunderstorm risk going all the way up to going up into the East Coast and New England. Despite the general thunderstorm risk and severe weather not expected, there's going to be numerous thunderstorms today, with high chances for at least some lightning. Taking a look at tornado chances, we have a 5% for Virginia and North Carolina within 25 miles of a given location, and then surrounding regions of 2%, and then 2% for Florida, mainly for the eastern coast and then parts of central Florida as well. Looking in the wind, it's pretty much the same thing, maybe just slightly bigger, but 5% in the brown, 15% in the yellow, and then same colors for hail, just slightly smaller. We could have isolated small hail in the northeast, but not too many small hail reports. Of course, non-severe, but yeah. If there is any isolated severe thunderstorm warnings, I think they would definitely be the wind threat rather than anything else. But that is less likely. That is more likely to not occur. Then we have a couple general thunderstorm risks. We have one for the backside of the storm system with some isolated thunderstorms, and as the storm system moves off, there's a small thunderstorm risk for Maine and Massachusetts, mainly near midnight going into the early morning hours for tomorrow, the day 2. And then we have 2 general thunderstorm risks in the west. Day 3, of course, non-severe, no severe threats as of now for tomorrow. No thunderstorm forecast right now for Saturday or Sunday. Then we have 3 slight risks, all relatively close to each other. One for day 5 for the central Great Plains, and then one slightly expanded to the west, to the east for day 6, and day 7 even larger. And then day 6, where 7 looks to be the worst. So, yeah, we could see a widespread severe weather event or even outbreak upcoming. And then we actually have, let me look at this severe warnings. We have special marine warnings and severe thunderstorms right now, with thunderstorms starting to develop in eastern Pennsylvania. They'll move into the Mid-Atlantic region. And then we have the watches in place, and I'll take a look at that in a little bit. But in overview, we have a tornado watch and a severe thunderstorm watch. Red is tornado, blue is severe thunderstorm. Alright. Taking a look at mesoscale discussion, not mesoscale, the mesoscale model, HRRR, we see the thunderstorms really ramping up this evening and going into Friday. We could see some leftover thunderstorms early Friday for the Mid-Atlantic and New England. Not Mid-Atlantic, just New England. And then we have some snow for Canada in Quebec and Ontario. And then going a little bit farther with the NAM, we have pretty much the same thing. I think it moves it out a little bit quicker. We see a squall line trying to develop for the Mid-Atlantic and southern New England states, and then the snow moving in. And after that, we have the general thunderstorm risk, which I see some isolated thunderstorms, or even an isolated supercell in Tennessee. And then we see this next storm system moving in with those general thunderstorm risks. And then as of now, no more general thunderstorms, but we have these showers lingering. So a quieter pattern coming up. And then taking a look at the global, we see the GFS. We see the system moving, then we have this small snowstorm. And then we see this large severe weather event trying to take place. We see a dry line starting and a snowstorm probably a blizzard looking at this frame. And then we see the severe weather going all the way up into southern Canada, with the warm front and cold front being very large. And then thunderstorms all the way from Minnesota and the Great Plains into Wisconsin, Iowa, all the way to the east and the southeast. And then we have a few more systems. This one looks even worse with a snowstorm on the side and a dry line pushing to the east, bringing thunderstorms. From here, this is the very long range, but we see another system. I'm not sure what it's trying to do here. The low pressure is actually moving west, but it looks like it's trying to make an inland severe weather threat for the east. As we can see, we have this pattern continuing with very dry conditions for the southwest, a lot of raininess and snowiness for Washington and Oregon and the Rockies, northern Rockies especially, and then a lot of severe weather and some snow for the eastern two-thirds of the country. Then looking at the European, we see the system moving in, and then the next system moves in. Some general thunderstorm risks, probably maybe marginal or slight risk before, and then we get the main event coming in, and it sweeps across with probably a snowstorm or blizzard going on for northeastern Minnesota, South Dakota, Nebraska, maybe even Kansas and southern Ontario. And then this thunderstorm and severe threat goes all the way into the east and southern Canada and in southern Quebec. Taking a look at, let's just go to the GFS for this. Total snowfall. We see quite a lot for the northern parts, some isolated snow showers, and then the several snowstorms. And here we have the mountain snow, and then just all rain for the southern elevations, and then no snow for coastal New England, which is normal for this time of year. It's a total accumulated precip. Very dry for the southeast, and then very rainy thunderstorm and severe weather pattern here in the southeast and eastern two-thirds, and then some snowstorms, and then the mountain snow and a lot of onshore flow for the northwest, particularly in northwestern California, in Oregon, and Washington, especially west of the Cascades. Alright, and then wrapping up the video here, we have a tornado watch effect for North Carolina and Virginia. And then we have the severe thunderstorm watch for North and South Carolina. Some isolated thunderstorms, severe thunderstorms possible there. Could be scattered at times. And then no mesoscale discussions at this time. And then we have, this is very concerning. So we have a 10% in the brown and 40% chance in the blue for thunderstorms. So 40% for our area from Thursday afternoon, early evening into the late evening into very early on Friday. And that should move out for our area. And then we looked at the convective. Let's look at fire risk. So it looks like we have quite a lot going on for this. We have an extreme threat for fire risk, an extreme for Oklahoma, critical for Colorado, Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas, and then a large elevated risk. And then fire weather, mainly to the east, going all the way into from South Dakota into Louisiana with the very dry conditions, while the showers, snow, and rain are ongoing for the east. And then we even have a day 3 to 8 outlook. There's a day 6, day 4, and day 5. Here's day 3 region, day 4 region, day 5 region. So it shows, and day 6, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6. I guess we have 4, and then day 7 and 8 not there. But that shows confidence and a lot of fire activity going on. and then the dry thunderstorms, low relative humidity, and dry conditions, and some windiness possible to make a fire risk. Some areas outlining possible fire areas and dry thunderstorm areas coming up. And then looking at, that's pretty much it. We actually had no tornado reports, thankfully, but we have a few isolated wind and hail reports for Florida and South Carolina, and I expect that to continue for Florida, and especially in southern Virginia, southern Delmarva, and far eastern portions of the Carolinas. But yeah, that's we have a critical threat for fire, recapping until Tuesday, an extreme threat for Thursday, today. But yeah, that is pretty much it for today. We have scattered severe storms will continue into the early evening today for Virginia, the southern Delmarva, and North Carolina. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys again soon.